there is much of a professional, structural, managerial Jesse that lives in the past. Keeps all receipts, files everything you've ever known when you may need it. That information, be able to access any information anytime with documentation to back it up. Now, in turning to a new season of life, Jesse is making choices about what to let go of and just what to keep. Without any further ado, I'd like to introduce Jesse.
Jesse, you have receipts from 1977 in here. My assistant office organizer of 2010 sounded incredulous rather than odd. Isn't it imperative and also impressive? This was 2010, for goodness sakes, and I have receipts from 1977. She said any statute of limitations for tax ramifications or advantages, they had run out years ago. She said your son is 33. The fact that you have the receipt from the hospital for his birth is ridiculous. It's a museum piece by now, Jesse. Oh my gosh, was I a hoarder? Please don't say I'm a hoarder. Well, in my secretarial years, prior to 2010, those were important habits to have. Taking meticulous meeting notes, flawlessly filing everything in case anyone wanted to know about it, because really, 1973, this is pre-computers at every desk in the office. I was valued. I remembered phone numbers and addresses to the point that my boss could call me at 6 in the morning at my house and say, Jesse, what's John's phone number? I want to have a meeting with him on the way to work. I could answer that $1 million question. Yeah. Then I moved into the season of young wife, mother, committee member, student. Those skills that I had were still valuable, but they needed variation for sure. Juggling one toddler on my hip and the baby in my arms in case he wanted to nurse spontaneously. It was juggling kids' health records, social security numbers. I think we're going to go on a vacation this year, so I have to do the research for that. And committees, fundraising, accounting, those became the important things. So morphing was important. Now I'm in the season of my life where the aspects are more of bookkeeping for 2 businesses and my personal life. Managing rental properties, including taking the calls in the middle of the night and being willing to go down myself or find the repair people. Vetting new renters when their vacancy comes about. The committees are more, the fundraising and event plannings are bigger. And there's a wee thing called technology that's inviting me to let it hold all of my very important information. In this thing called a cloud, and it tells me also I can do banking online by bringing out my smartphone and taking a picture of those checks I want to deposit, and it magically shows up in my account. Mm-hmm. And if I want to order anything my heart desires on the internet, no problem. It's totally safe. Whoops. Did you hear? The IRS was hacked. And 100,000 of our tax accounts have been breached. So now I'm thinking in this season of my life? What parts do I want to keep of those valuable skills I honed? I love the idea of getting rid of at least 27 boxes of large and tiny, tiny pieces of paper. I feel lighter already. But there's something else that's telling me, hold on to some of those skills. Yeah, I only have to keep 3 years now. 3 years. Used to be 7. 3. The government can't keep up with all of us that are needing to be audited. So I've decided that I'm just going to keep turning, checking in with other friends, checking in with myself, thank you very much, Sal, for finding what is important for me. Because what if one day that virtual cloud in the sky decides to rain and, oh my goodness, your important stuff is gone. I like where I am. I feel lighter. I feel smarter. And I'm more than a little bit curious to know where I'll go with all this. Toastmasters, Sal, and fellow Toastmasters.